UniFi users have been waiting a long time for this. UniFi 5G is finally here. Hi, Hugh from Home Network Solutions, and this is the UniFi 5G. And in this video, I'll show you how easy it is to set it up, what real-world speeds look like, and whether or not it makes sense as a secondary internet connection. So this is the UniFi 5G Max, and this is Ubiquity's take on a proper outdoor 5G solution. Price-wise, it comes in at £378, including VAT, so it's definitely not cheap. Ubiquity quote up to 3.4 gigabits per second of throughput. It's designed specifically for outdoor use and it has a directional antenna. It also supports dual SIMs for failover, and in typical Ubiquity fashion there's also a remote eSIM feature coming in a future update. The 5G Max is PoE powered, which makes installation a lot simpler. You get a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port and the maximum power draw is only 14.5 watts. 5G Max is not a router. It will not work on its own. You must have a UniFi Cloud Gateway or a UniFi Gateway for this to function at all. There are a lot of 5G bands supported on this device. I won't pretend I obsess over band numbers day to day, but I did a quick comparison across the UK, the US and Europe, and all of the key 5G bands for those regions are covered. Before you commit to any 5G solution, and especially something at this price, you really need to check coverage and have a rough idea of where your local cell towers actually are. I did try an online tool for this, but honestly I didn't find it that helpful. In reality, I found local knowledge and real-world testing was far more accurate. For a lot of people, 5G installs still come down to trial and error. And here's the mounting bracket. The 5G Max will be wall mounted or pole mounted. The bracket clips directly into the back of the unit. It's secured with a locking screw and it's adjustable so you can aim it towards the best 5G signal. Next is the weatherproofing. You can use weatherproof cover that comes attached, or for a better seal you can use the cable gland cover. At the bottom of the unit under the rubber seal is where the SIM cards are located. Inserting a SIM is really simple, just like a mobile phone. Use a pin to release the tray, place the SIM card in the holder and slide it back in. For the initial setup, I've just put the 5G Max on my desk and plugged it into an Ethernet socket, which is connected directly to my 24-port HD PoE switch. Setup was exactly as simple as you'd expect. I adopted it, waited for the update to complete, and then it was good to go. I was pleased to see there was no SIM configuration required at all. It worked straight away. Even just sitting on my desk, it had a good strong 5G signal, and on my initial speed test I got 320 megabits per second download, but the upload was much slower at just 4 megabits per second. Comparing that to my phone on the same network, the 5G Max was significantly faster on the download and slightly faster on the upload. Before installing it permanently, I wanted to double check the signal strength at my intended location, so I kept things simple. I used a cable reel and temporarily cable tied the 5G Max to a drain pipe. Fortunately, it turned out to be a perfect spot, so I could go ahead and install it permanently. You'll see I opted to use the cable gland for additional weatherproofing. Once everything was in place, I checked the signal strength and it was excellent, so I ran 4 consecutive speed tests. The results were massively varied, with a peak download speed of around 500 megabits per second and the lowest coming in at around 100 megabits per second. Because the signal strength stayed consistently high throughout, we can attribute the variation to the mobile carrier rather than the 5G Max itself. Overall, I was really happy with the results. It works perfectly as a secondary internet connection. Overall, I was really impressed by the UniFi 5G Max. In terms of raw performance, it's very similar to other 5G products, but in terms of simplicity and flexibility, then it really does stand out. Being able to bolt it onto an existing UniFi setup without having to get a link back to the gateway makes it incredibly easy to deploy. This won't be right for everyone. You do need strong 5G coverage, and the speeds will vary depending on the bands in use. The only other thing I'd like to see added is maybe a standalone mode and potentially Wi-Fi so you can use it in isolation. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it useful. Please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next time.